It's that time again. BDC. 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 Hey, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everyone, everywhere? BDC here, back for another video tutorial presentation. So, what am I cooking up today inside of BDC Studios? Well, today, because I have not dropped a video for you guys in so long, and I do apologize. I've just been doing so many different things. You know, I do a plethora of things. You know, besides my t-shirt business, I have my online marketing business. I am an affiliate marketer. So I do a little bit of things, you know what I'm saying? Amazon, KDP, you know, I dibble and dabble in multiple things. So, you know, I just been busy and just, you know, living life, period. But Happy New Year to each and every one of you out there. Happy 2023. So today, what I'll be doing is I will be creating right here in real time for you guys, step by step, showing you guys how to create a design that I created. It's in collaboration with my 2023 designs for my 2023 collection for my Etsy shop. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this because, as you guys know, those of you that do follow me, okay, and peace out and not peace out, I'm sorry, and peace and love to the whole squad, okay, and everybody out there. Y'all know I got mad respect and much love for each and every one of y'all out there. True. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys, because you know my channel is basically geared to the people that are beginners. You're just starting out. You want to learn how to, you know, put together designs, how to create designs on your own, you know what I'm saying? You want to learn how to use Photoshop, you want to learn how to create designs inside a Silhouette Studio, you want to learn how to start your own t-shirt business, right? So that's basically what my channel is geared towards, okay? So, you know, I try to show things and show you guys how to do stuff like that, you know what I mean? How to create different things, you know what I mean? Different techniques that I use, okay? So right now, let me show you guys something. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to click on this right here. Now, this design is part of my 2023 collection for my Etsy shop. Okay, as you see the design right here. Okay, and all designs are backed by our LLC. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to, what do you call this? What do I call it? I don't know. I guess you could call it stacking, how you stack letters and how you pretty much stack letters in a way where if you look at this, let me see. Can I zoom this a little bit? Let me see. Can I zoom this? See, if you look at this, you can see how the return is going into the 2023. Of the is going into the return. Guards is going into the of the. And our images are going into the lettering as well. So now, if you're a newbie and you just starting out, because I don't want to hear nobody out there say, "Oh, we already know how to do that BDC." It's a whole bunch of videos like that on YouTube. But listen, somebody right now, is watching YouTube trying to learn how to do this exact thing. Remember when you were just starting out and you didn't know how to do none of this stuff? You opened up your Silhouette Studio for the very first time and you were like, "Oh my God, what is all of this? I don't know what none of this stuff is. What's all these numbers and all these," you know, and you just became overwhelmed. So that is why I try to do videos geared towards a little bit of everything, okay? To teach those that do not know and are fresh off the boat, fresh out the box. You just unraveled your cutter, you just downloaded your Silhouette, you just starting, okay? So with that being said, let's jump into the video. Alright, so now I'm going to put this down. Now that you guys have seen it, I can put it down now. Okay, I'll just lower it. How about that? Yeah, I'll lower that. Okay, so now that design, as you saw, said 2023 Return of the Guards, right? So I'm going to do one that says 2023 Return of the Goddess, right? Return of the Goddess, right? Because we got that for, you know, the gods, which is for the brothers, the men. Now I'm going to do one for the sisters, the ladies, okay? So now, first things first is I would, okay, what am I on right now? I'm looking at my page. You want to set up your page, right? So you want to click on the very first tab on the right side of your panel, right? And this is your page setup, right? So inside of page setup, I have my machine at none because I'm not using a machine. I have my cutting mat at none. I'm not using that. And I have my media size at letter, okay? Do I want to keep it at letter? Yeah, I think I can. So I'll just keep this at letter size right now, okay? Standard letter size, okay? And I have my orientation on portrait, okay? Show print border. You can turn that on just for your sake to keep you in a line, okay? Because you may be planning to cut this, you know, or not. You know, for the sake of this video, I'm just not even going to mess with that right now, right? So, so first things first, now I'm going to come over here to my, I'm going to click on my letter tool, come over here to the fonts, okay, and I'm using Silhouette Studios Business Edition, but this can be done with Basic Edition as well, or any edition, okay? It's basically just creating a font design, a letter design, right? So, click on my fonts, and let's pick my font, okay? So I'm going to pick this font that I have downloaded called Ancient Tulip, and that was the same font that I used for that other design that you just saw, okay? And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to bump this one up from 72 default to about 80, okay? And I'm going to start somewhere right about in the middle of the page, or, you know, not the middle, but you know what I mean, somewhere about right here, okay? And I'm just gonna put 23, okay? And now I'm gonna click on my letter again for my font, okay? You don't have to worry about changing none of this because this is still set. Alright, and then right down here we're going to put, I'm going to start a little bit away over to the side, right? And I'm going to just put 2023, oh yeah, return of, okay? And I'll just put caps on return, because I'm holding shift, that's why I'm doing one hand. Return, okay? And let me click on this. Let's click off of this. I want to put this down a little bit. So this 2023, I'm going to take that. I'm going to stretch that out a little bit. See how it just snaps back? My Silhouette be doing that sometimes. You know what I mean? It'll snap back. You know, Silhouette, y'all know Silhouette is very, very temperamental. It's very, very temperamental. Okay, so we're just going to open that up a little bit like that. That's cool. And now I'm going to grab my return. Okay, wait, let me delete that return. Let me start again. So let me come over here to my letter again and click on Ancient Tulip again on the fonts. And then I'm going to start right here on that line, and I'm going to put 2023. Put my caps on. Return. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Come right here, hit on my letter again. It's on the same font. Good, good, good. Come down. And I'll put somewhere like right here. Return of the... We'll fix all this up, so don't worry about that. Return of the... And then come over here. Come down. Click right here. And matter of fact, I'm gonna make this one bigger, so I'm gonna change the font size to about 120, right? And let's click on that one more time. Let's put that cursor right there. Is that big enough? I can stretch it out, but it looks like I could have made that a little bit bigger. So let me just click on this font one more time. And let me put my cursor somewhere like... Oh, what happened? Okay, it changed. See, that's what it was. It changed. So let's put it on 120. Enter. And put my cursor right about here. Okay, and Return of the Goddess. Okay, so now let's fix this all up. So now let me move this down. Let me take this return, and what I want to do is I want it to overlap 2023 just a little bit, right? So just like that looks pretty cool. Maybe I can move it up a little bit. So I like the way that looks. I want to take this 2023 and I want to stretch this out just a little bit more. Click off it. So what you're doing now, what you're going to do is you're going to just center it. Center it so that it can be, you want to overlap your letters, but try to keep everything centered. But don't worry too much about that because we're gonna censor it. Yo, my thing be acting kind of crazy sometimes. Like, you see how it moves? It's not like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't even explain it right now. But it be moving like that. I be trying to get it to move a little more smoothly for placement. And I can't seem to get it. It just keep jumping too far up. I don't want it to be so far up. So let me click on this return, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna come down 10 boxes, and I'm clicking on come on. I guess I clicked it one too many times. I wasn't even supposed to click it. And I guess I just made the whole thing go wacky, right? So now he just said, you know what, I'm out. Nah, but let's click it one more time. Okay, so this is the... Come on. Transform is what I'm trying to open up here. Transform. So we open up my I'm gonna open up my transform only because I want to move it, and I'm gonna use this move part, this move tool under the transform tab, right? Just so I can move it, because it's not seeming to let me move it. Okay, there we go. That's how I wanted it to be, overlapping, right? So you just want to have it overlapping your letters like that. So just stack it like that, right? And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to move this one up in here. Not so much, but let's do the move tool again. Bring it down a little bit. Wait a minute, it's not selected. Let's select it. Select it. And let's go ahead and hit that move tool. And let me look at that. Is that cool how I want it? Maybe I'm going to hit it one more time. Let me see. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. And then for this goddess, now the goddess, I want to bump that up a lot. So I'm going to just stretch that on out and make that nice and powerful. Right? We're going to stretch that to the end. Like that. And then I'll stretch it up. Right? Hold shift so that it don't lose too much of its form. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, now we'll take it and we'll slide this one up into these letters right there. That looks good. Okay, so that's basically what you want to do. You want to write out what it is you want and just overlap your fonts, overlap your words. That's it, right here. So now once you do that, right, now let me zoom in on this so you guys can really see exactly what I'm doing. So let's zoom in a little bit here. so you guys can see. Okay, that's a little too much. I don't think y'all that blind, right? So let's zoom it right there. Okay, so now what the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a picture from my file because I want to use certain colors that are not in the color palette. And I want to use certain colors from a design that I wanted to all coincide together. Okay, so hold tight. I'm going to grab that and I'll be right back. Now real quick, I want to show y'all something, right? I got this website that I use, right? I've been using it for a while, right? Now, let's say you guys find an image, I don't know, online, or let's say you guys got a picture, right? But you want to make the image, maybe it's a picture of you outside somewhere, a picture of your kids, your loved one, whoever, outside somewhere, and it's a bunch of stuff going on in the background, and you just want to get rid of all that in the background, and you just want to focus on, and you want the picture of the person. So here's a site that I use that just completely wipes out the background and turns the picture into a transparent picture, so you don't have to worry about going through Photoshop or even going through the tools inside of Silhouette or Inkscape or some other software to get rid of your background and turn your picture into a PNG, transparent. So this site is called erase.bg, right? And it's so easy and it's free 99. So all you got to do is come on to this site and just click upload image, go into your file, pick your image, check it out. So boom, once you upload whatever the image is, all it does, look at it. You see how the image was originally over here, original, and now you see background remove. Now I got my little PNG and I'm gonna use that image, okay? So now all you gotta do is scroll down and just click on download original size and download it into your folder. Easy peasy. Alright, so now back inside my Silhouette, I'm gonna come over here to file. I'm gonna go right here to merge. I'm gonna snatch that image. Now what I could do is I could have just copied it. I could just right click and I could have copied on it because I have business edition. Alright, so I'm gonna slide this over to the side so I can see. Okay, now this hue of green and the shade of brown, these colors are not exactly the same in this color palette, right? So now for my 2023, I'm gonna click on my 2023. I'm gonna come over here to my color palette and I am going to snatch the eyedrop tool right here. As you see my cursor turn into an eyedrop, I'm gonna come right here and I'm going to click on this shade of green, turn it into that shade of green, okay? And then for return, I'm going to click on return and I'm going to come over here again, grab my eyedropper. I'm going to slide over here. I like this shade of gold, right? I'm going to click on that, right? Because that looks like real gold. Real gold. And there's no real gold in here. I always got to pick something like one of these browns or oranges or something like that, right? So good. So now I'm going to take my do this. Wait a minute. Click off of that. Click the let's come back over here, snatch the eyedrop one more time and come over here, and this time I want to grab this little burgundy type maroon right there, and then for the goddess, I'm going to click on the goddess and I'm going to grab that gold that we just used, okay? Matter of fact, let's click the eyedropper, let's slide back over here, let's click on that and turn that into that. Okay, boom. So now what you want to do is, what we're trying to do is like you saw on this design. We want to blend these letters into one of another so that it creates a stacking kind of effect. And then we want to blend our image that we just made into a PNG into the lettering, like a stacking type of effect, right? Like it's blending into one another, right? So now what you need to do for that, very easy. But anywho, So we're going to blend Goddess into of the, and we're blending Return into 2023. So click on Return, right? The one underneath the top, right? And you want to add a offset to that. And how you do that is we can pick offset from the top, or we can come down here on the right side of the panel. We can go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can click on offset right there, the 13th one, right? And then just click, once the box opens, click offset. Okay, I have my offset set at 0.040, right? As you can see, the offset has been created. Now I'm going to give that a color. I'm going to give my offset a color because it helps me stay in a line. I can see the offset better, right? That will disappear though. Okay, so I'm going to click on my color palette, and I'm going to simply color my offset black. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the top, and I'm going to scroll along the top stripe, the top strip of the panel, and right next to the X there is a select by color palette. Looks just like a paint palette, which is what it is. Click on that, and then we want to make sure we are on by fill, right? So now, right now, the offset is what you're looking for. We made the color of our offset black because we don't have any black in our colors, right? So we made the color of the offset black. So I'm going to click on black, select black, and while holding shift, I am going to click on the green right here, right? So click on the green. Now as we see, it's both been selected, and then I'm going to come down and I'm going to go to, let me look at the top. We can find it right here at the top too. You can click on this at the top too. No, not this one. So let's come down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Modify. Come down to the 12th one. Click on it. That's our modify. And then simply just click on subtract. And there we go. Easy peasy. And then it's just now a process of rinse and repeat, because you're going to do the exact same thing, right? Excuse me. I'm getting water in here. Let me drink some coffee real quick. Yeah, I'm sipping on coffee at 7:17 in the evening. Okay, so now let's do the same thing over here. And this time we want to do it with the last one, which is Goddess, right? I just feel like that's just so wrong. I got to fix that. But I'm not going to fix it now because then I got to do all that cropping and stuff over. So, for the sake of the video, we just going to leave it. Okay, so let's click on Goddess. Okay, let's come up to the top. Let's click on the star, which is for our offset. Box opens up. Let's click offset. As you see, the offset has already been set for me, but why did it just create 2 lines? I don't know. Sometimes it does that. Y'all know Silhouette got some issues. Y'all know that. Okay, I don't care how many modifying they do, it still always got issues. Okay, but anyway, my offset, there it is. Mine's is set to 0.040. Okay, so now we're going to select a color, come to my color palette. I'm going to make it black again just so I can see it. Okay, and there it is. And now I'm going to come back to the top over here. I'm going to scroll along. I'm going to select by color palette. It's still on by fill. I'm going to click on black again. I'm going to hold down shift on my keyboard. I'm going to click right here because this is the color of the, right? So we're going to click on of the. Both things have been selected, right? So now we come down here to our modify, click on modify, and we simply click on subtract. Give that a second, and there we go. Okay, click off of that, and that's basically relatively our design. Now for these two lovely sisters right here, what we're going to do is I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them right into our design at the bottom. But I want them to both kind of be in there. Like that. Okay, so that look good, right? So now what I need to do is I need to click on this, the image of the two queens there, and then I want to create an offset for them. So I'll come back, I'll hit offset again, the box opens up, I'll hit offset over here, and my offset, it did it twice. See, the thing that I gotta remember is that with my silhouette, my crazy silhouette, computer, whatever, it already creates an offset for me as soon as I click offset. So I don't even have to, you know what I'm saying, do nothing else, right? So, but there go my offset. I'm gonna come back over here to my color palette, okay? For the sake of being able to see it, I'll select the color again, give it a color, which I'll choose black again. And then I'll come back to the top. I'll click on my select by palette. Select by color palette. It's still on by fill. Always make sure it's on by fill. And then I'll select black. And then I'll hold shift on my keyboard. And I will select this gold, right? And this shade of gold is right here. Okay, and now everything has been selected for me. And now I'll come back down again to my modify. Click on modify and I will click on subtract. Give it a second and there we have it, and click off it. And now here's something that you can do if you want to, right? If you want to, these little pieces that are inside that got snipped and they're inside or underneath our letters, you can just click on that and we can just hit delete on the keyboard, right? So I like to do that. Just click on the little thing right there and delete on the keyboard. I'm gonna do it again with this one. Delete on the keyboard and that looks good. That looks good. You don't want to get rid of none of that. Don't get rid of it. Don't get rid of that. That's part of that E. You know, some people act like what they're saying. But there we go. And y'all. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this over anyway, you know. Plus, the goddess is spelt wrong, so you know. But I just want to do a little something for y'all because I haven't seen y'all in so long, man. I missed y'all. How y'all been? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's safe. Hope your family is safe, man. Much love goes to you. Okay, that's from me to you. All right. And we just gonna keep on rising, baby. 2023, it's got to be our year. So let's go out there and let's get it. Thank y'all for watching. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, or even that thumbs down if you didn't like it. Just do something. Y'all know YouTube, man. They kinky like that. They like that kind of stuff, right? They like when you interact, right? It helps the algorithm for us YouTubers. Y'all know I always go over this with y'all. But give me something, man. Give your sister something. You ain't seen me in a long time. Give me something, man. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It don't matter. Just do something, okay? And on that note, here's to your success. Keep doing what you're doing. Sky's the limit, baby. I will see y'all on the next go around. Peace out.